Okay, I am realizing that I did not clean my camera lens. Let's clean the camera lens here really fast. Make this look a little better. It is so... That'll be better. There we go. That's a little bit better. It's still, oh my gosh, I'm still so fuzzy. It's because it's not, I don't have the lights on. I forgot to turn the lights on before I went live. Of course. It's one of those days. It's a lot. Here, let's turn on some lights. My desk is a mess. I thought, well, maybe I'll organize it. I don't have anything exciting today, and the schedule's a little bit weird. Like, it's one of those days where everything's a little off. So I was like, well, we'll go live early. I'm at my desk. It's a mess because I don't typically work in this room on Mondays. I work in other areas. Typically I'm at a coffee shop, and then I come home and I'll work in my living room or something because Shrubs is home on those days. But yeah, so little randomness right now. I've got a bagel, I've got some coffee, so that's basically right now where I'm at. I went to a networking event this morning. That was local. So that's why a little bit of delay for breakfast. Like I didn't get breakfast before it. And now I'm home. So that's my you can see I threw on a hat and I just went I'm me. I do my I guess I'm at a nice spot where it's like I'm not like searching desperately for clients. It's like I don't feel like I have to impress anyone. And it's like either we're going to be a good fit and we work together and I love it, or we're not going to be a good fit and that's okay. Like I'm totally fine with you working with someone else. Like that, my feelings are not hurt. So going to a networking event and that is good. I've got a bagel. Here's my bagel. It's got cream cheese. It is a Lender's bagel with Tillamook cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. None of them are sponsors. None of them are linked anywhere. So I don't feel like I'm not doing that. This is what I eat almost every morning. And I've got my coffee. This one is from Honest Roasters. So getting to have a different coffee than my normal. It's been good. Shrubs made it a little weak, so but that's okay. I made the beans last longer. So that's it for right now. And today is like a boring day. Like I would love to tell you I've got this like great thing that I'm working on, like a great project. No, today is literally going to be me sitting at my computer, setting up Asana tasks, answering Asana tasks, and making spreadsheets. It is such a boring day. Like I was like, okay, well, go ahead and go live. I'll eat breakfast. We can chit chat. But yeah, you guys let me know what maybe you're working on today. Have you already had breakfast? Are you better than me eating breakfast at 11 o'clock? I would love to know. Hey, Manas, welcome. So I jokingly call my look today editing goblin because a lot of times it's like I'll just throw on a hat and I'll go downstairs because I edit downstairs. I've got a nice big desk where I can set my laptop in and it can all have a bit. Where am I from? I'm from Tennessee in the United States, near Nashville. Where are you from? But typically on those days I'm not in front of a camera, so I don't have to worry about what I'm looking like. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do a live stream today. I need to make sure I just keep up. India, awesome! Welcome in from around the world. That's pretty cool. How is India today? It was really sunny, but now I'm looking outside, it's gotten cloudy. We're in this beautiful like lull between heat waves right now, so it's like so pleasant. And that's not normal in southern United States in August. Like normally it's hot and miserable and it's so humid that you feel like you're just sticking to everything in yourself. Very nice, awesome. I'm glad that weather and things are good for you there. pretty good here in a lull right now. I'm trying desperately. So the way this goes, I mean, sunny and cloudy. Oh, kind of both. You know what? This can be the best days because you kind of get the fun of the sun, but then you get like little rests when the clouds go over. It's like, ooh, you know, little mini shades. In this schedule, like August can be a really, really weird month because kids are going back to school and you're switching from summer schedule back to like regular year schedule. And right now that's where I'm kind of sitting, is in this weird like transition time and trying to get that all figured out right now. Like, okay, I'm gonna get my regular schedule running. I was traveling for a couple of weeks, and so now it's like, okay, we're back trying, and it's like, I call it running in jello because it feels like you're trying to do so much and you're like not getting much accomplished. But yeah, so that's where life is right now. I have a desk that is literally covered in colored pencils from doing this project right here. Ooh, look at these guys. That was last week's. I still have not done the Instagram post on that. But yeah, my desk is still covered in Prismacolor pencils. The Gamsol is still out. My laptop that I normally run the live streams on isn't in here, so that's why the live stream's just on the phone today. I'm doing it the easy way. No fancy mics, nothing super like involved with that. So what time is it now? Right now it is 12 minutes after 11 in the morning. So I'm eating my breakfast very late, but it was because I had a meeting first thing this morning and I'm just now home from it. So I slept in a little bit too late. Okay, it wasn't technically sleeping in. It was, I was watching too many YouTube videos in bed. So that tends to happen sometimes. So I didn't have time for breakfast. And I'm really, really hungry right now. I'm sure it's evening over in India. Yeah, let's see if it was 11 o'clock here. At least 12. Yeah, 9:42. Yeah, very different. Different little world. It's fun. I love how like YouTube and social media allows for that. Like you can sit here and talk with people around the world. I mean, that's so. When I was a kid, that like involved having a pen pal and really, really, really long waits for written letters to get back and forth. Like I am of the age, because I'm Gen X, total Gen X. Like I didn't get an email address until I went to college. Like that was the first like time I had real access to the web, like normal. Like I had a computer at home, but it did like word processing and that was it. It was not hooked up to the internet. I had games on it. I played a ton of computer games. Had a Nintendo, had an Atari. Then, hey, I just finished boarding smoothies. It was boring. That's what way to liven it up with some Hershey syrup. My normal boring bagel here. I had a networking meeting this morning, so I went. It's so funny because like I go to these because there's some people and friends. It's like, what's my ask right now with us? Because like you go, you tell what you do. What's your ask? What do you do for a living? Okay, so I'm a content creator, which pays a bill. And then I also work as a content strategist for other companies, typically YouTube channels with roughly 20,000 to 100,000 subscribers to help them grow to the point where they're ready for a big team to come in and start handling things. So I like to work in that in-between space right there. So yes, that's what I do. I'm weird in that right now I'm not looking for clients in full, actually, for what I can handle on a normal basis. So it's like I'm here, I'm going to talk with everybody. I told them I just needed to talk with other adults for a little bit and get out of the house, and then I would come home and get to work. So eating my breakfast. This is not going to be a super long stream today. It's not going to be the hour, 2 hour ones that I was doing last week. This week is a little bit shorter. There's probably be more of these just face-to-faces today. Just getting to chit-chat. Um, because I have a lot of computer work to get done this week. I did a shoot for somebody last Thursday, and I have to go through and edit all of that stuff. Like, I haven't even looked at the files yet to see if they're any good. They should be, but the way I had to do the shoot, I couldn't like test them necessarily. Like, I had to kind of set cameras and hope that everything was good. So we'll see what I got. What does everybody watching do for a living? I'm curious. I'm sure you guys have fun and interesting jobs. I feel like my job's kind of boring. You're taking breakfast? Yeah. Exactly. It's pretty funny. What are you having for dinner? I think so. Anything yummy? I'm perfectly content with my bagel for breakfast. Well, I'm realizing I don't really have anything for lunch, but that's okay because I'm eating breakfast so late. I'll probably just grab a little snack for lunch and then I sense up a dinner. That was a big piece of salt. Ooh, chicken biryani. That sounds so good. Biryani. It is Tuesday here in our household, so that means it is Taquito Tuesday. I'm gonna have taquitos for dinner. My house is quiet right now. I came home and my daughter and my son were being silly. And I couldn't tell when I came in because I entered the house through the basement and then come upstairs. I couldn't tell if they were happy, playful noises or sad. Old. I'm old. I am old for YouTube. I am Gen X. That means that I was born before 1982. We'll just leave it there. It's funny because I feel really old on YouTube. Not gonna lie. I'm reading, so I could read the chat on my phone, but I keep looking over here because I've got my computer with it all up, and it's easier to read on my computer. So if I'm looking over here, I'm reading chat. It's just easier to see. Even when I started my YouTube channel, I felt really, really old. It was at that point, we were still in, when I started my channel, we were still on, like, Tyler Oakley was really big, Hannah Hart, Mamrie Hart, Grace Helbig. A lot of those people were really big creators. I'm from 1992. So a little younger. You are, that's the end of millennial, I think, beginning of Z, if I remember correctly. I saw a chart the other day that was going through them. And it was just funny because it was like saying, which generation are you? And they went back to like people who were the lost generation, which, like, to be in lost generation today, the youngest you could be is 124. And they're like, I'm from lost generation. I'm 124 years old, you know, and that was like total Gen X response right there. But yeah, I was looking at one of those charts. It was kind of funny to see where the cutoffs are for all of that, because I feel like my kids sit on that line. Like, I have Z's, and then like my daughter is right on the Alpha Z line, so it's her way of processing the world is different than her older brothers, and the way that just the world was as they were growing up had changed just that much. Like, there's not much difference age-wise. It's only 4 years between them, but the world changed that much that fast. And so I'm kind of curious if generations will start changing a lot faster just because of that. Like, you know, it used to be a generation was a little bit longer, but now is the time between them going to shrink and shrink and shrink. So curious to see Proud baby boomer, yep. You are firmly a boomer. We were, okay, so there was a thing where we were figuring it out. And it was talking about cooking with generations of all things, like cooking. Um, and they were trying to like come up with some Gen X chefs. People were talking about Anthony Bourdain and Ina Garten, Barefoot Contessa, and neither of them would be considered Gen X. They were both boomers. Because I would not have guessed. So Anthony Bourdain he's actually a year older than you, Karen, which surprised me big time. Like I would have never guessed that. But yeah, he was born in 56. A total surprise. I'm like, well, learned that one. But yeah. My generation stayed out of most of the generational battles. You know, it's like, you know, like boomers versus millennials. It's like nobody cares about the Gen Xers. Except for TikTok. There's like a weird little generation battle going on TikTok, which is funny to watch. Yeah. This bagel is good today. I did get a giant piece of salt from them. Everything but the bagel seasoning on top. Like sometimes there's like giant flakes, and this has a giant flakes. Like, but it's also really, really good. What was I talking about? Good food. Was at my meetup this morning, and I was talking with somebody about I can never remember the name of the brand, but they have a Hawaiian lady on the front, and they're mango habanero chips, and they are so incredible. Like they are so hot and so good, and it's one of those like you keep eating them, but your mouth is hurting so bad. And I can never remember the name of them. And like 3 people knew exactly what chips I was talking about. And I'm like, oh yeah, and they have this flavor and this flavor too. And here I am in Tennessee talking about chips I can't even get here. So I did look them up on Amazon, and it was going to be like crazy expensive to get some here. What everybody's doing today? And I'm going to be working at my computer once I finish up this live stream, and it's like at the computer all day. I'm getting lots of work done. Lottie's asleep over on the chair right now. She looks so cute. Hey, Katrina, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. Okay, my bagel is finished. Laundry or looking at furniture. Ooh. You know, it could be laundry and. No, yeah. I finished my bagel, so am I gonna sit here on the live stream for a little while just to kind of procrastinate, maybe doing a little bit more work that I need to get done. Maybe. I'm leaning towards it right now. But yeah, I've got so much to get done, but I don't really want to do it right now. Oh, I need to straighten my desk. I've got all this stuff here. I've got like a ton of pencils, and they're in like no particular order right now too, so it's like just a mess of colors. But when you look at it, it makes no sense. But here, again, here's the finish sheet that did last week. I think it turned out pretty well. Hey, Strubs! I know I went live early today. That's when I have time to do it because I've got to take early to work. At 1, I didn't want to be rushed with that. So if I could just hop on here. Doing a lazy just on my phone stream, which I have to keep under an hour because they don't like to upload for some reason. YouTube with streams on your phone, if they're under an hour, like the upload time, everything is beautiful. The moment they go over an hour, it like becomes like it just like slows down to this crawl. And I have some that never finish uploading. I just have to delete them. Like it's 2 days later and it still says uploading. So I consider to paint by number in the fall sometime. Those videos, oh, we might consider paint by number. That could be really fun. Let me think about what one I'd want to do. I haven't done one in a little bit. I did my, last one I did was the Starry Night. Let me look into it. Think about what I want to do. I'll look it up. Let's see what I can find. Or maybe I can get a company to sponsor it. That would be even better. I think I may have one paint by number company that's reached out. We'll have to see. I mean, Art Dot is still in my thing. I think they do paint by numbers. I'll just have to see. So I'll look and see what I got. If they're any good. If the company's not good, I'm not gonna or reputable. I'm not gonna just pick a random one out there. I'll at least make sure they're decent before I do it. I don't have any kits laying around the house right now either. Oh, wait a minute, I do. Let's see what I got here. I have this one still that I haven't done. But I think that the paints were all messed up in here. And I was trying to revive them. Yeah, let's see if they did revive. It's not looking good for the home team. I think all the paints are dry. It's trying. They're gummy. I may be able to bring these back. Okay. That's a good sign. So it's gummy at least. It's not dry. Okay. If we do this, we can do our party planning committee and Meredith. Now, this was not available anymore. This one was on the dollar shelf at Target. And I got a Schitt's Creek, a Ted Lasso, and this one. Here's the board for it. So it's not really big. The paints weren't great to begin with, so I wasn't adverse to just mixing my own with better paints. So I may end up having to do that for it, but yeah. Here we are, party planning committee plus Meredith. Maybe we could do that. That would be good. That's also small. I could do that in stream, and it's landscape or it's portrait, so it'll fit well. Maybe we could. Let me think about it. I may be able to get that done. Okay, that's now going on the drawers here so I can see it. And maybe. So, okay. That's the idea. That would be a good idea. Paint by numbers are also kind of calming too. That is true. Especially as it starts to get cooler. You get into warm weather, warm clothes weather and cozy stuff. We're still in summer. I've got bits now for my bagel on me. We've got Shakespeare in the Park coming up this weekend, which is going to be lots of fun. So we're still in kind of summer schedule. But yeah, as we get closer to Labor Day and everything, I'll definitely. And if I can't get those, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I do like finishing projects that I have laying around, and that definitely will finish a project that I've just had laying around. So. Anyway, how long is 24 minutes? So My coffee's like almost gone too. Like I flew through that coffee. Normally it takes me a little bit longer to drink a mug. It also got cold quick too because I filled it. Who knows? Oh, the sun's back out. I can see it now in the trees. It got cloudy for just a second. Then the sun came back. Oh, looks like another cloud's coming. Oh, did anybody see the full moon last night? It was supposed to be a blue super moon, and I went outside too early and missed it. Shrub saw it quickly, like through some trees. He's like, it doesn't look like a super moon because it was so high up already. Like normally you can only really tell when it's close to the horizon. So, a little anticlimactic. I think I got to see that. Fun. I missed it. I did start in a new Minecraft world last night or yesterday with Shrubs. Shrubs is having fun helping me out with that. I'm not going to be streaming it. I've streamed so much and it's kind of like it's causing a struggle mentally for me because I feel like the creator guilt is so high with like, oh, this should be content, this should be content, this should be content. And so much of what I do is content or work. And that's like everything is either I'm doing it for content or it's work and there's no right. So it's like, okay, this is gonna be not for content. Like this is just gonna be for fun. Just kidding. And it was strange. I'll let you know that I am doing the funniest thing in Minecraft in that I am building a dirt house on purpose. So right now it is packed mud and mud bricks and I'm getting some rooted dirt to start texturing and doing some other stuff in mud and having fun making a dirt house. Yeah, something needs to be for pleasure. Exactly. And that's where my life is so much of my hobbies are monetized hobbies. And I don't have anything that's not work. And so I'm trying to get that set up and done for myself is what I'm working on and trying to be good and not feeling bad for doing it. Like that's the stupid thing is like, I know I need this mental break, but it's like, oh, you should be making this content. You should be, it's like, that's where my brain is and telling it, no, stop. So, yep, there's that. The Kickstarter is going great. I don't have any links to it. Sorry, I forgot to throw those in if you're curious, because that's where the coloring sheet was from. Doing really well. So excited about the Kickstarter, and it is just, we're sitting at over 200% backed right now. So calendars are available. Lots of cool things here. I can actually even pull up the live. Let's see, where is it sitting right now? Pull it up. Oh, I gotta log back in. Oh, we've had a lot of backers today. Awesome. Shelly, I know, did a post showing it right here with some of the prototypes yesterday. Then they look great. So, because she got the prototypes in. And so we got a couple more backers from that, it looks like. So looking great with that. Almost 250% backed. So I would have never guessed. This is our first, for both of us, our first Kickstarter. So I would have never guessed that we'd be hitting like that level of backed. Is fascinating to me. Just didn't know what to expect with it. You know, she and I were trying to figure out what should our goals be, where should that sit. We've even crossed like what I thought, like I was going to set the goal higher. And we've even crossed that goal. So it's like, oh, both win. So super cool on that. Thank you for everybody who did back that. Super, super cool of you. Those will be, once the Kickstarter ends and we know how many, then the orders will go out and like we'll order all of the items, and then the goal is, because looking at their turnaround times, is that we'll be shipping end of October, beginning of November. So that is the goal as it's going forward. So super, super, super exciting. At that, I'm actually very surprised to see it. And my little video for it. because I did help her make the video. That's why it's the trailer for these. Has gotten several views too on there. So lots of fun with that. But yeah, I gotta get to work. I'm sorry, guys. I would love to get to hang out here longer today. But I gotta get to work and I gotta do things. So that is gonna be it for the live stream today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Eating my breakfast with you guys was a pleasure. And I'll be back tomorrow, be live. I'm looking for my phone. My phone is right there. Hold on, let me double check timing. I should be like good to do it at the normal time at noon tomorrow. Okay, it's not wanting to work. Sometimes messages goofs up on my phone or on my computer. Here, we gotta try again. There we go. Yeah, nothing tomorrow. So be totally good with that to go at the normal time. So looking forward to that. And I hope that you guys all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow for lunch. Bye!